We go, going live in 5-4 on intervention. DreamHack Summer 2011. Quite live TDM. Sign off with 0 QL. Getting that red armor spawn unchallenged with the shotgun as well. Nobody getting any close spawns. First guy he meets is Zik with the rail. If he can take him out, massive advantage. Zik doesn't drop the rail, which is pretty important. Don't want to give the red guys a rail so early on. But both teams will be starting to think about quad now. Could be up any time from 30 seconds to the end of the minute. And we'll look to see which team's going to make their way there now. Intervention, of course. A map where, wow, there it is, an early quad. Oh my god, Avec saves it from a 0 QL rush. He's now got the shaft in hand. Plenty of ammo to use up as well. The upper yellow is up for him. I can move towards the red armor, I guess. Would be his choice. Take over that important area. Now take the upper route through that telly. Viam did hit the rail. That could be important. That could perhaps save them. 0 kill with the shotgun. Almost gets taken out by Avec shaft. And there are 2 more frags for Avec. Put Serious Gaming in the lead. Yeah, we're not sure who picked what map because we didn't get told, unfortunately. I would suspect Serious Gaming picked this map. Still following Avec. Let's have a look at his stats for a minute. 29% LG. He's that red for his team. I'm going to cycle around anyway. Silence is the guy who picked up the red. He's got a rail in hand. We know how dangerous he can be with that rail. Hitting 50% already. It's a 4 frag margin. Serious Gaming do have position on this red, although Juvenile did just move in there and try and steal it away. 40 seconds until the quad. Silence still defending with the rail. Probably going to be looking to move out to mid and deal out some rail damage from there soon. Whoa, Juvenile just walking right backwards into Silence. 0 KL goes down as well. Suddenly mounting up the frag difference Serious. 20 seconds before the quad as well. What are you doing? I can't hear anything now. I can't hear anything. Impressive. Yeah, that'll do. Avec with the quad. Oh. Yeah, leave it. With the quad inside the red area. Railgun out, gets taken out by 0 QL's point blank range rockets, and 0 QL now in position on this red armor. 5 seconds to go. Should gather it, although only 27 health. If he was rushed now with machine gun, he could lose out. But there it is, the red armor for 0 QL and Metsu. So you would kind of suggest they're in control of this red armor area now. Intervention, seen as a rail-dominated map in the past. Not so much nowadays since the reduction in damage to railgun, but definitely one of the key weapons. That's in the midfield on the yellow side of the map. So anybody that holds the red armor side wants to push out and put pressure on that railgun position. Oh, nice rail from Zik from that yellow armor perch through the doorway. Let's have a look at his stats. Hitting 80% rail, 36 LG. Now collects that yellow armor. Serious Gaming just seem to be happy to sit on this yellow side. Of course, like other maps, let's say Hidden Fortress, when you want to attack the yellow armor position, you want to do some distant damage initially before you move in. That's exactly what Avec seems to be doing. Sorry, Zik seems to be doing now with the railgun. From below now, he's just moved around the whole map to hit these rail shots. Another great vertical rail, 63%. 30 seconds before quad. Serious probably won't want to attack the red now. Just do a bit of damage from distance and then set up for the power up. It's a 10 frag advantage for Serious. This quad could bring it back for Metsu though. Still following Zik. He's taking that yellow. He's only got 1 rail slug though. Going to cycle round, see what. Well, there's Avec, takes it at 0 QL, obviously off the spawn. Avec probably will want this power up. Looking at him, he's got the mega health, he's got the right weapons as well. 4 seconds before the quad. The attack by Metsu's not very good at all coming from the same position. Verb takes the quad, hits an impressive. 25 seconds remain. Oh my god, direct rocket taking machine gun damage down to 9 health. And look at his stats. 40% MG. He's going to have to move out and health up. There's the Mega up. He needs a weapon as well. Avec drops in the shotgun, especially useful. He gets caught in the air by Strength. Only 16 health. 5 minutes played. And Sirius have advanced their score to around a 20 frag margin. Let's see what Metsu can do. They have had position on that red armor for the last couple of cycles. We're going to cycle around, have a look at some of the other players. Zero Kill did just die. Vime on top of this Mega. He's obviously got a time on it, waiting for it. And he collects. Two Serious Gaming players out at the same time as well. Now moves back towards the red armor. Now this lightning gun room is very important to hold. Critical that you at least time the LG. As we said in the previous cast, the LG is the kind of weapon you really do get fragged with. So you want to have the advantage on it. There's also some useful shards there and a spawn point. So controlling this lower area is imperative for any team on either side of the map, really. So Vime moves up to the top now. We know how good his accuracy is as well with LG. He had 40% briefly before dropping down with that short, sharp blast. Now on Juvenile, 25 seconds before the quad. This is an excellent position to protect his team at the power-up. Let's see what he does. Well, it looks like Sirius have got in behind at the quad area. Juvenile taking the route by the upper yellow, or the lower yellow. Misses his rail and gets taken out by Silence. His Strength now with the shaft. You'd expect him to win any battle with that, and in fact, he went down, and Zero QL moving in. But here's Verb with the quad. Upper yellow won't be out as Zero QL just takes it in front of him. That could actually be a really good grab. Only 69 health that's available. Zero QL hits 2 great shotguns, only 9 health for Verb. And his shotgun down across the map, rather inevitably there. Straight off the spawn, and on Juvenile's point of view, look at his shaft, 37%. So let's look around the map and see what either team are doing. It looks like at the moment both are trying to fight over this red armor area, but Metsu do come out on top. It seems like Sirius are a lot more comfortable with letting Metsu control the red because they're not as effective with it. Just waiting for the yellow there, so he's trying to Avec with machine gun out. Going to go down to Strength. He's got nothing either. Let's switch to Verb. 100-100. Just happy to sit on that midfield with the railgun. Let's have a look at the scores briefly. No massive nets built up yet, although Juvenile died 17 times, only 11 fragged. And we're moving in to quad setup period. Time 40 seconds away. Players are starting to try and protect their stacks. 140 armor for Verb at the moment, although that plasma's really damaged him down. 70 armor left. Verb lost all his armor now. It's only 18 seconds before the quad. We'll cycle around, have a look who's in this quad area. Vime up above, he's 100-100. Looking pretty good for it as well with a shotgun if he can time right. His teammates going ahead of him. Good push. Pushes the Serious players away. 3 seconds before the quad. Taken out by the Rockets. And now Avec with the quad.
Excellent.
20 frag difference. Picks up the Mega. Moves through to the midfield. Probably want to clear out the red armor area. Vime down first. 2 fresh spawners. Should be easy pickings. And he's going to pick up a red from that as well. And move straight out to the midfield. Off the spawn Strength. Yeah, probably wants to pick up the shaft for the ammo. He's only got 25. Looks pretty comfortable for Sirius at the moment. It's actually, in a sense, surprising that the score hasn't increased more than it has. I would suggest that they're not doing too bad a job at all. But Sirius, every time we switch to them, they're getting frags, they're getting the power-ups, they're looking comfortable. Switch around, Silence, 60 armor, his favourite weapon in his hand, 58% of that as well. Defending this red armor. There's Metsu moving in though, and he just backs off away from it. Juvenile in midfield, this is a place you can really do some serious damage with the rail in hand. And we've reached the halfway mark of the map. So what do Metsu need to do to bring this back? We've got 30 seconds till the quad. They need players to make sure they have weapons. Need to get a couple of players with those yellows. Maybe sit someone at the plasma. The double stack is a little bit late for that now. And then they need to move in maybe 20 seconds early. Make sure it's secure. Try and get someone in high as well, round the back of the Serious Gamers on that high platform above the quad. When they attack, you see Serious dropping down now. Metsu coming up this bounce pad though is practically suicidal to do that. Vimes made the right choice there. He can spam down rockets right on top of that quad. It is up. Oh my god, he's going to come out with it. For Serious Gaming, Strengths takes it. Let's see what he can do. Strengths known for his great quad runs in this tournament so far. He'll want to win over this red armor area. Oh, goes up against the shaft of Avec. Up the bounce pad. Ripped to shreds. That was actually quite a big mistake going up that bounce pad. We saw Avec when he made the run earlier and tried to aggress on the red armor. He went up the staircase. Obviously a lot safer than going up a bounce pad, especially against someone the caliber of Avec and his LG accuracy. Avec with this red armor, he's got a lightning gun and a shotgun, just drawing in the Metsu players with machine gun first. And he's taken so much damage from, in the end, 4 different Metsu players machine gunning him down. But Serious still in control of the red. It's so close, I'm not sure really if Metsu would want to try and change their tactics. It's more about, can they get some of the remaining quads, get a nice run and bring that frag difference back. 27 difference is not insurmountable with 8 minutes remaining. I think they're just going to keep the same as it is for now. Hope the frags ride with them and then get the power it runs. So now Juvenile Pov, 25 seconds before the quad. That'll be the last yellow in that position. Looking for a weapon. He could be good for the quad if he times this right, although a railgun's not the ideal weapon. Maybe in the hands of Juvenile it is. It's a good route to take for rail cover. Yeah, it's his first of those. Caught in the back. Wow. Turns around and hits that rail. Again, 6 plasma. Verb goes down. Silence to follow. Look at that. 9 infestors already. And they come out with the quad. Oh my god, 1 health left for Zero QL. Mega health is up. Got to be so careful. Does just make it. Although Avic's gonna, well, make it meaningless in the end. Good chase by Avec. And again, Serious in charge of this red. Didn't really have to fight over it either, despite losing the quad. I think Zero QL got left behind by his teammates a little bit there. I mean, he had 1 health, he had to get the mega, but none of his teammates were in sight. Sometimes you do need to protect the quad a little bit. Getting bodies in the way until it's in a position to really take advantage. Switch around the board a bit. Silence still sitting in this red area, and this is actually one of the errors that Metsu have made. Letting a player at red, like Silence, have the railgun. You do so much damage across the midfield without even having to move out and risk his armor. There he goes, gets another rail, dropping it in that close quarters. That's got to be a mistake. 40 seconds till the next quad. There's only 3 remaining. It's becoming ever more important that Metsu get these quads. Juvenile going down. Switch around strengths. See what he's dishing out. 45% rail. Did have some keyboard issues, so maybe he's not so comfortable yet. To see. 10 seconds before the quad. Serious Gaming moving in. Zero QL trapped in that corridor. Somehow that rail didn't hit from Verb. That one did. 0 kill down. Strength with nothing. Not going to survive very long. Surely Juvenile grabs it. And he's instantly eliminated. Look, Metsu get the spawn at red. We'll see how serious play this. Verb deciding to protect his rail for now and get a better position before moving in. Caught the sound of Juvenile made towards that rail. Managed to get that shot off away. Now he's got a shaft to work with as well. He and his team just a bit more cautious on the rushes to Red Arm, and now you can see 2 ahead, and Verb was prepared to follow behind but gets pushed away. Still protecting his weaponry. Probably more important than just committing suicide to do a little bit of damage. If you've got a rail and you've got an LG, this Mega was up, but I'm not sure he spotted it there, but his teammate does collect. Avec, wow. Wow, that's a great rail on Juvenile. And the score difference goes only about 40 now, so it's pretty difficult for Metsu to bring that back with 2 quads and only 4 minutes to play. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it on this map. Reducing the scoreline will be important though. Want the advantage on map selection. Vine collecting the shotgun. Going to cycle around to more combat. Here's Juvenile at the quad trying to secure the area. Comes up against 2 serious players and goes down. It's actually quite an impressive display from Sirius so far. They've looked in control this whole map, and Metsu really haven't had an answer. I mean, I'm not sure I could pick out what they should do. Seems like every time they get a quad, it dies pretty easily though. Taking more advantage of that. I mean, it is an option. They could sit on one side of the map with the rails. Everybody goes down at the quad. Eventually, Strength picks it up. He's so weak. LG's him down. Metsu eventually reached the triple figure scoreline. Serious Gaming 40 odd frags ahead though. 3 minutes left. It's not going to happen, the comeback, which is a shame. But what Metsu do need to do is get on a roll, get nice and warmed up for the next map, which they will need to take. It's still best of 3, remember. 15 impressives for 0 QL. Seems like his rail is even more impressive on land than online. Sorry, it's 4 impressives for him. He was at 15. It was silent. Following Avec across this midfield. Mega health 10 seconds away. Just gonna wait it out. We'll see what he does once he collects. Getting aggressive like 0 QL. Obviously had some inkling of a time. And now look. Serious Gaming, so coordinated with their teammates just waiting for each other, but they get ambushed expertly by Metsu there at the quad area. It was too far ahead, I think, for them to be setting up for quad, so I guess they just saw an opportunity to cut them off. Nice rail from Strength, 3rd impressive, and it's 15 seconds till the next quad. Neither team has really locked down a quad solidly yet. There's been a lot of damage dished out and combat around the quad pickup time, even to the point of delaying it. 5 seconds to go. Strength goes on a wild goose chase. And it looks like a serious quad. There it is. Zik with 100-100. Shotgun and shaft. He needs some LG ammo, though, to fully utilize that weapon. They're looking like a very dangerous tank moving in. Strength goes down. Red armor 1 for his team. Another frag on Juvenile there. And the quad run's just going to run dry before he can get any more. But hello, Juvenile. I'll have another kill, thank you very much. Oh, misses the shotgun. Almost went down to Juvenile's machine gun. And Juvenile calls good game with 20 seconds remaining. If you wondered where NVC went, just decided to mess up my audio right in the middle of the game, and then run off somewhere. Oh, I can see him. He's talking to ZSX. Well, look at that standout performer there, Verb. And Avik, I'd say. Although, look at that, actually. No, silence. Hey, why don't we just go for all of the serious team? Strength seems to be standing up. Still issues with his setup, it seems. Talking to Zero QL. Right, well, I have found a co-caster.
Excellent.
He's not bad at TDM. You might know a thing or two about him. That's pretty impressive display by Sirius on that first map, at least.
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, welcome Lincoln. To actually, what do you call yourself now? Because it
Still see online weapon, that just sounds good, I think.
no, your alias, Lincoln.
Sorry?
Your alias,
Lincoln, yeah.
not Lincoln G or.
Lincoln is enough.